The next one will be Slave Zero X, which is
Ooh.
a sequel to a 1999 Dreamcast game that no one's played except JJ.
Except for JJ,
Uh,
yeah.
but this game is, I mean, just look at it. It's crazy. It's yeah, it's a PlayStation 1 aesthetic, like side-scrolling fighting game arcade type thing. Um, it is also a game that expects a lot out of you. It is hard, super hard. It expects you to use your parries, to use your techniques and attacks and all these things to such a degree, like you just saw, he kind of got fucked up. But like it expects you to know everything that your character has in their skill set to win. Like there's like it's and the way it's laid out is essentially kind of like the raid where that he like starts at one part, he goes up to the top, so the constant
Mhm.
fight. That's just kind of what the whole game is, but it's separated into levels. So there's clear cutoff points, but for a narrative standpoint, and kind of just as you're going through, it's just a constant just rush of bosses and enemies and just dudes that you're doing like fighting game combos on. Like everything is strung together. Like everything is strung together like you're playing Street Fighter, you're playing a just like old Guilty Gear game. Like it just feels like that. And you have a burst, which you have in Guilty Gear, which you can use to kind of cancel an attack to like go into another attack. Then you have another mode where you can like use all your EX moves, and your EX moves are like a meter you build up that you can use to make more powerful moves. And the way you do EX moves is you have to attack and press the heavy button right after one of the others. So it's like plinking when you're playing a Street Fighter game or whatever.
Mm.
It's a really like I'm not it's like a two frame kind of just like quick button thing. But if you're a fighting game player, you're familiar with that that feel. It's like so it's very intuitive once you get into it. And the way you parry is you hit towards, so you hit the D-pad towards wherever you're being hit and you'll parry. So kind of like Street Fighter Third Strike. And yeah, it's crazy. And a lot of these games that are like character action games like Devil May Cry, like they're fun and they're amazing, but they I think kind of lose themselves in the sauce because there's just so much what
In
you're
the
doing,
sauce.
and you're doing so much and you're just having so much fun. And this is more like a Metal Gear Rising Vengeance kind of feeling where it's like you have to be on your toes and know your parries and know like everything that your character can do. Um, it hasn't reviewed well, which I kind of expected because it's something that's just like it's a niche title. Like this is made for speedrunners or people who like super hard, weird arcade games. Like it's just made for those types of people. I think once the general public kind of gets their hands on it, it's really going to just kind of
Mm.
lift off because it just there's something about it. I think the aesthetic alone is good enough for a lot of people to check it out. But I feel like once a speedrunner gets their hands on it, it's going to be like crazy. But definitely check this one out when it comes out. I think next week, like the 21st or something.
Cool.
Yeah.